How to grade an assignment in Google Classroom. First, if you pull up the classroom for the assignment that you want to grade, you're automatically going to come up to the Stream tab. In that Stream tab, you should be able to find the assignment in the list. It's going to be mixed in with the announcements, other assignments, questions, posted materials. If it's close to the top, then it's easy to find. If it's down farther, you might want to look for it in the Classwork tab. The Classwork is just going to have assignments in it, and it's not going to have announcements to rifle through, and they're going to be organized by topic in this tab. So if you see the sample classroom doc that we're going to grade, and you click on that with your cursor, it's going to pull down this window, and you're going to have access to the original document that you sent to the students. It's going to tell you how many students have turned in the assignment, which is 1 in this case, and then how many students have not turned in the assignment, and that's going to be 1. Down here in the bottom left, you're going to have the opportunity to view the assignment. When you click on view the assignment, this window is going to come up. This is actually going to be the same window that would come up if you found the assignment like it first showed up in this video in the Stream tab. So it's a little bit quicker to get to this window through the Stream tab, but sometimes it's easier to find through the Classwork tab. So from here, we can actually go back and look at all of the things that we would need to know about the assignment from the Instructions tab. If we click on that, it's going to bring us back to this window. It's going to tell us our due date, our time, how many points it's worth, the title, the day that we posted it, any instructions that you had posted with that, any class comments, and then you're going to have your original document too. And you can toggle back and forth between Instructions and Classwork fairly easy. So in Classwork, we're here to grade an assignment, so we're going to grade this 1 assignment. It does say that it was turned in late. That's not going to affect any grading that you do, but it is going to label that assignment as done late, and that is anything that is turned in even the minute after that was done. If you have it due at 2:01 and they turn it in at 2:02, it's going to be marked late. It will not mark it any different if it's 3 days late or 3 minutes late. So when you click on an assignment, this is what is going to show up. The document is going to be in the window that is framed bottom and left. All of the information that you need to grade, or the spaces that you need to fill out when you're grading, are going to be to the right, and there's some title elements at the top. The first thing I'm going to point out when you're grading anything in Google Classroom is circled in yellow. All of the documents that you're going to get turned in from students are going to be in a suggestion mode for you. So as the teacher, you can't go into this document and just edit something and it becomes part of the document. One of 2 things can happen. You can either suggest something and students can allow or deny that suggestion, and then you can make comments. It's just a way to separate teacher comments from student comments, but you are in suggesting mode at this point when you're grading. Over here, it's always going to tell you when the document was turned in with an exact time, and that's useful for knowing how late something is. And there is a history, so if something is turned in and then unsubmitted from the student and turned back in, you will have the history of exact times when all of that was done. Below that, you are going to be able to put in a grade, a numerical grade for the assignment here. This is out of 3. If we look over 1, 2, 3, she has done all 3 of the things there. So I'm going to put in a 3 for her, and that's just done with your cursor and your keyboard. Super easy. Next to the grade, there's actually 3 dots on top of each other as a menu. And if you pull that menu up, there's only 1 option there, but it has changed the total points. If you, for whatever reason, feel like you need to change the points on everybody's assignment, then that's where you change the total points. It won't change the points. It will change the points for everybody, not just this singular student. But if you have haphazardly put in the wrong point total for the assignment. You can change it inside this document when you start grading. Below that, you can put private comments to the students. It's not attached to any one item on the homework assignment or on the document, but it can just be an overall comment. And I'm going to put in feedback for this, and we're going to be able to see that when we go back to the window before and see after it's been graded where that shows up. You do have to post that comment once you have typed it there. It will not automatically post. It will not automatically save when you back out of the document. Unless you hit post, it will not be there. So after you have selected post, it will actually show an exact date and time that you made that comment. The students also have the ability to make private comments in this exact same place, and those comments will be put in order like a conversation on text message. Once we have graded it, put any comments we want to. Comments are optional. They are not required at all to turn in the assignment, but they are optional. Up here in the top right-hand corner, you'll see the return button. It is highlighted in blue, so it is ready to be clicked if you are ready. To the right, there is an option arrow, and that gives us the option to return this submission or to return all of the submissions. If you have to grade 25 assignments in a row from 25 different students, you can individually return them as you grade them, or you can grade them all and return them all at the same time at the end. It just depends on what you're comfortable with. So I'm going to return that. When I select the return option, it's always going to tell me that I'm returning work to one student or however many students. Check these grades. It's going to give you a list of the grades. There's just one here to do, and then it's going to have a blue return button. If there's any problems, it will notify you at this point, and then we return that document. The return button in the top right-hand corner you can see is gray. That means I cannot push that button anymore because I cannot return it because it has already been done. Now, circled in red in the top, in the middle, are arrows that go from left and go right. That is a way for you to go from document to document. If you have 25 of the same document again, then you can use those arrows to go back and forth between all of the students' documents instead of going back out to the list of the icons of the documents and coming back in. So you can just easily go through them and grade them one by one this way. So if we go back out to this grading screen, then you're going to see over in the list of assignments that is to the left that under the graded category is this. You can see where the feedback appears that we typed into that document, and then you're going to see the grade that was given in that document, and then done late is still attached to that assignment because it was done late. If we look at the total assignments for the class, we see that 0 assignments are currently turned in. There is one assignment that is still assigned, but it has not been done and turned in. And then there is now one in the graded column that has appeared. And you will see that this document that we graded, it is denoted underneath in gray that it has been graded. It has also been moved from the first document in the list, which assignments that have been turned in will be the first documents in the list. And once you grade it, they will turn into the last documents on the list. So the documents that you need to pay attention to are always going to be first. That is how to grade an assignment in Google Classroom. Thank you.